in Chickamauga we got a mobile home here that we're going to want to take all the siding off and replace it with new, same color. This was just a pretty poor job. The stairs are going to come out a little bit. We'll go ahead and we'll run an AZAC plate down at the bottom, about 12 inches underneath the door, get it fastened, and then move the door in. Light blocks wherever his plugs and lights are. Okay, Tyvek wrapped nice and tight with 3/8 and an option for 1/2 inch. Okay, all of the corners, all of the J-channel, everything needs to be consistent. Like the corner posts have to go all the way up to the ceiling. They're actually, you know, we do need to keep these down. We can't have it tight at the top and the bottom. One of them is going to be so where your nail flanges are for the corner posts. We've got to have at least a 1/2 inch of play in there. So whether we be tight at the bottom or tight at the top, one of them's
talking about the corner post?
Yeah, yeah. And like in a case like this, you've got, so in other words, if this ground heaves, which it might, you know, if this concrete heaves up on the skirting, and it's going to want to push this vinyl up.
Right.
So you do have to have leeway in there.
Short on the bottom?
Yeah, so I would recommend having, you know, like a 3/4 inch space all the way around it as it is, but they got to be locked in, obviously, like this. So we're going to go ahead and, yeah, we got 1, 2, there's another light block in here. A lot of these panels are not even locked in. Some of them are nailed really tight, and a lot of them are not locked in. So nothing on the overhangs. Remove and reinstall the downspouts. On the back here, we got a light block in here that you put in. And then all the windows have to get caulked off, obviously. Okay. This is too tight to the skirting. This needs to come up 3/4 of an inch. Where you can see it kind of is there, so it might be, maybe they ran this level and the skirting's off a little bit, or something might be a little bit off, and they have to, there's nothing you can do about that. The very top course, you can see it's right at the bevel of the Dutch lap. So you're kind of stuck with what you end up with. So it's really, you can see how the J-channel overlaps the corner post. We don't want that, but we're tight down here, so if this corner post was up 3/4 of an inch, that would be safe. Let this thing move. But a lot of these panels are not locked in on the back. So our starter strip, you can see these corners almost match here. Somehow they match, and even though they start off 3/4 of an inch here, I think what they did was they just left them loose, just try to make the corners match. Now, depending on what's level, whether it's the siding or the windows, but something's off here. We always run our siding level, so that's what they're stuck with, if they ran their siding level. Obviously these corners didn't end up matching, so on these 3 windows on this carport, what we're going to do is we're going to run a 1x3 around the perimeter of the window, because we've got a beveled frame here. So we'll run a 1x3 out here, and we'll trim it out tight to the window here, so that's so to look a lot nicer. Okay, one inside corner here, we're going to butt to the post here, but we've got 1, 2, 3 windows to do that with. And then of course the inside of the carport gets done. Alright. Tape off to the windows with the Tyvek, and then obviously 3/8 foam. If we go with 1/2 inch, we'll tape the seams on the 1/2 inch or more. We'll see if we can get the J-channel big enough to accept the foam and the siding. It's got its pros and cons.